fucking genius. He's done it again.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Okay, I'll keep that. He's done it again. He
He's
strikes
done it again. He's done it again. Okay, well, I had my stories on the phone. They're kind of run out of charge, so I've got to get them back up again on here. I'm gonna take it away, Oscar.
Oh, are we starting?
Well, I'm kind of going.
Oh shit!
We're
Sorry.
Hello, everybody.
My name is the Afro Lamb, and today we're playing.
No.
Playing Scary Story podcast.
Right. Is it rolling?
Yeah, but well,
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's work. I mean, we could
So,
get a couple hours in or whatever. You know, we go all
Yeah.
night, get 24 hours footage,
Oh my
and it's just.
I,
You telling me you're not
yes.
ready for the
god.
No, no,
Shit this right
I'm
now.
ready. I've actually had to shit myself. I would just turn off the light to give the mood.
to give the mood? I suppose that's a plan. Actually, yeah, distinct light click.
Now it's
We're ready.
spooky.
It's spooky mode.
Alright. So I'm gonna it's gonna get warmed up by a nice 2-sentence horror story.
Does this brief gem come from Reddit user?
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. Have you read it?
I think we're on the same webpage.
What, Mashable's top 10?
See, Lance has put a lot of effort in. He's gone
No,
to
I've
some
put
kind
so
of.
much effort.
He's
I've
gone.
got another one. I've got another page open, so you can take this one.
No. You can
Oh,
take
you're
the
right.
2-sentence horror story.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually not very good. I didn't.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
Give us a
scared to
few-
read it
no,
out.
Just read it
Just
out.
give us
Just
a
read it
few.
out. Just read it out.
I finally found my wife the kidney she needed. It took forever to track down everyone she donated organs to after the crash. See, what does that even mean?
Oh.
Have I just not
Yeah.
read it properly?
I think
No,
They're not going in my
he's just
brain.
trying to rebuild his wife.
I'm going to the Reddit page.
He's just trying to rebuild his dead wife.
Yeah, but she didn't donate organs to everyone, did she? Oh, she did.
No, because
Because she's
yeah.
Okay,
dead,
alright,
right?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we cut that?
no, that's staying in.
It's not a very good story because
Right.
the only
right.
comments it
I-
has on it. Sorry, if you go on the Reddit page, it says some guy
I don't
goes,
wanna go on there anymore.
"Her resurrection
It's like,
ritual
wow,
is
that's
almost complete. We will be
This
one
is why
again."
Reddit's-
And then some guy goes, "Oh, this definitely needs more upvotes." And then the rock sign.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really twisted. XM_2. Tear them apart.
Oh my
Jesus.
god! There you go.
No, I thought we were reading like full ass stories.
I think that was just the that was
Okay,
just
okay,
the.
I hate those ones. You go for it.
I'll do chapter 1 of this.
We'll interrupt you and we'll
So
follow.
chapter 1.
This
you-
is
how many
chapter
chapters?
1 of like.
Is this a book?
If you found
Um,
the full
I thought
novella,
you mean do you mean
It's
paragraph?
got like
or
8. No, this is
What?
chapter. This is chapter.
How long is it?
There's 8 chapters. I don't know.
What the fuck?
This will probably take like 10 minutes at most.
Oh, okay. Fine, sure.
In fact, it'll probably take a lot less than.
All right. Just go.
Now, okay. Sonic.exe.
Ah,
The after story.
no.
sorry.
Tom couldn't. Shut up.
No, but you just sorry. Is this some kind of Sonic fan fiction that you're just trying to
Yeah.
read out?
No,
you're
I
just
don't think
derailing the.
Hold on. Let
This
me
is a
read
fan
its.
fan fiction.
Let me read its
Okay.
tags. Creepypasta, fanfiction, Sonic, Sonic XE, Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay.
What is
Is
Sonic
this Sonic
XE?
sexy?
Sonic EXE. Sonic.
Oh, I thought you said sexy.
Alright, Tom couldn't sleep anymore. Couldn't use technology. Hell, he doesn't
What?
even use
What do you
his
mean
damn microwave. It's all over for Tom, and there's only one thing left to do. Tom grabs a 44 Magnum from the side of his desk and points it to the right side of his skull, digging it deeply. I added
In
that
his
bit, by
skull?
the way.
How do you
Yeah,
get
into his skull. Shut up.
Sorry.
Good Tom. Goodbye, my friends, family, and go
Good
to hell, EXE. The video ends right there as the police investigator stands up to grab it. He had been working on trying to figure out who this EXE was and what it had to do with Tom's suicide. His name was James. EXE sounds like some sort of file. Have to check the evidence. I'll see what they got on that hard drive. James walks out of his office and goes downstairs to see if the evidence holder, Jessica, had it. He makes his way to the locker and sees Jessica on the computer. Hey Jess, you have any of Tom's hard drives from last week? Jessica looks up and then back down to look at a sheet of paper. No. They said all evidence had nothing on it, so he gave it all to his friend Christian.
Why would you do that?
No. Was there something called EXE on one of them? Why am I sounding like Hulk Hogan? Now that you mention it, yes. Something called ... Sonic ...
Oh no.
Where does this Christian live? Jessica writes down an address. I'm sorry, they put Jessica writes down a address
Right, this is a literary masterpiece.
I think
on a
that
sticky note and gives it to James.
I think
Tell the chief I'll be out. Jessica gives a thumbs up as he walks
Wait,
away.
what did he say?
Tell the chief I'll be out.
I think
What's that?
Just tell the police chief he's just gonna not be in. He's gone out.
I'm sorry, but this is obviously written by someone with problems.
It's not. I mean,
Or EXE
No
must be
hate,
some
no
kind of
hate.
file. Like, bruh.
What? How old is
this is. I don't know how
This is
old.
written
they
in
are.
the 90s.
Look, I'm gonna put it into chat.
Yeah.
This is their profile picture, okay? So you can discern if they have
gross.
problems or not. You know,
I think they're normal.
they're normal.
That's a normal thing.
It's
to-
really low
This is just like they're
resolution.
just
It's actually only 86 pixels tall. How do you pull
I-
that off? That is crazy.
Snipping tool. I did on a snipping tool. I couldn't like
Could you
right
not-
click and save image or something.
Could you not like, get like the biggest possibility? I'm not sure. Is that consensual in the picture?
That looks like it's a drawing. To be honest,
Yeah, but
No.
you can
Fan
draw
fiction,
something
fan
non-consensual.
I
Right?
guess like in the universe it probably.
No.
Yeah, is it canon?
Can
Is that
Sonic give consent as well? How old is he?
I think he
I don't know.
Tails is 16. I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? Isn't it
Uh,
American though? So it's like that doesn't count for anything.
Well, yeah, but I think Sonic is an adult, right? So
Probably.
I
I think, however,
He's
he
an
is.
adult now, if anything. Okay? He's an adult.
I don't know if Sonic ages. He's 29.
He's 29.
He's 29.
He's 20. He's 20, but he's also an
Yeah.
animal, which means it would
He's
be
looking good.
bestiality and a crime. So
If he's that doesn't that mean he's like if he's a hedgehog? Hedgehogs live to like 10 or something.
maybe it's
So-
in hedgehog
Is
years.
that a stylist fun fact?
Can be.
Well,
How do hedgehogs?
hedgehog years.
How long is that
Hedgehog.
hedgehog?
Hedgehog.
Oh no. How long is a hedgehog
Um,
year? Is my question. A 5-year-old hedgehog is about 76 in people years. Okay.
Okay, let's
People
just do that
years.
in our head really quick. So
15.2.
0.2. Yeah, I did that on my calculator, but
15.2.
yeah.
Hmm.
Welcome to the.
Anyways, look.
Yeah.
look,
So
I'm gonna say we're about to get to a juicy part.
so hang on a moment. If he's 29,
Yes.
right? If he's 29 in hedgehog years, let's say, 'cause otherwise he'd be
He's about
dead.
450. You know.
No, 29 in hedgehog years. Fucking,
Oh,
so
in hedgehog years.
yeah, which means
In
he's
human years.
he's only
like
1.9 years old, which is not of age, I think.
So how does like day and night cycles work in Sonic's universe, right? It's like
Oh my god.
he must be going rapid.
There
Mm.
are actual humans, by the way, in the Sonic universe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
so-
Sonic is fucking one of them.
What?
Oh yeah, he has
I'm pretty sure, like, he literally is dating a human.
Yeah,
or
one
something.
sec. Sonic girlfriend. No, it's a
Oh, boyfriends.
pink hedgehog. Oh wait, no, I think
that's- the
that
pink hedgehog is the one that's obsessed with him, and Sonic's just like, "Back off, bitch."
didn't
I'm
she
Sonic.
In yours. Okay.
didn't she
Um,
have a she was in a game with
Amy.
Knuckles and Tails, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
No, this is.
No, but there's actually like human.
Yeah. No.
No, it's not
I-
that one.
Oh, okay. I was so happy with that.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Sonic, death.
Sonic
What?
Death.
Yeah.
Oh, Princess
Um,
Elise the Third. On SonicFandom.com.
I'm actually worried that I'm gonna get arrested for being a furry after looking at these Google images of Sonic's girlfriend. Because
You're already gonna be arrested. Like,
all right, like
any
that
reason.
was okay. All right. How dare you? How dare you?
Where does it say that they were dating? That seems
Yeah, I
like a
don't think
really
it
weird
ever-
thing for them to specify.
Yeah.
Let me try and find it.
He did kiss
Sonic
her.
human.
That's canon,
Oh
apparently.
my god, is that human? Oh, I guess.
Why am I typing this into YouTube? This is disgusting.
Okay,
All
should
right.
we go back to the story then?
Calm down, yeah. Back on
let's get back on track.
Sonic.exe.
Okay. Jessica gives a thumbs up as he walks away. After he walks out, she calls an unknown number. The person on the other line was a man with a low voice. Oh shit.
Oh no.
He's on his way to the house.
That's not a
What
low
now?
voice.
No, that's Jessica speaking.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
How you s-
Wait, and when he comes, you'll attack Christian. He's a special case of mine. But if Tom... But nothing. Christian
Whoa.
must be one of us before they find out about us. Why him? Because he thinks he will be our new leader to this army.
Whoa.
Jessica noticed some police officers coming down, so she hung up and went back to work. Meanwhile, at Christian's house, Christian was looking through the stuff Tom had given him from
Surely
the
you'd
police.
warn the police officer that you just got that cool if he's going to Christian's house. Sure.
I thought
right?
Christian. I thought they were talking about the religion. I thought they were saying they were going to
Christian.
turn people Christian, and then and they were like, "Oh, we're going to go to Christian's house." That kind of just ruined that
Crusade.
narrative for me. Yeah, you know, take back the fucking living room or whatever.
Take out the hard
yeah,
drives.
yeah.
Having hard drives.
All the child
some
porn
things.
on the Hody hard drives.
Yeah, he gave it to Tom.
Hmm.
Child porn plug. Wait, no, Tom gave it to him.
Maybe that's what was on the Sonic.exe.
Maybe he saw too much and that's why he had to end it. He peaked, he saw the best.
Alright.
Right,
He had all the Sonic games. He had all the Sonic games for Xbox, Wii, and PC. After looking through all the games, he noticed a disc holder. He opens it and sees a disc with the word Sonic.exe in black sharp.
Why would .exe be on the disc?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Christian, isn't that part of the creepypasta?
Yeah, but like
it's
you
a-
didn't write the name of the file on the disc, you just wrote Sonic, surely.
True.
But how would
Alright.
you know it's the creepypasta TM? How would they sell
True.
merchandise?
True.
You know? You got to think about the
It's
brand.
Christian's time to speak. It's Christian's time to speak.
Sorry.
What voice should I do for him?
He sounds like
Nonce.
he's in. Yeah.
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 A nonce.
Yeah.
Tom always sees like his fan page. He was on it.
I sound like Corey.
I guess
It sounds
makes
like
sense.
Corey.
It sounded a little bit.
I don't think that sounded much like Corey.
It's a bit like
sounded
Corey,
like
but
a
with
really-
more like a.
If Corey
Yeah.
had some flab, you know, like
Yeah,
some fat
yeah.
on his, you know, like a neck beard and all of that.
Wow,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look,
just
he
imagine
grabs
it.
the disc and goes
I
to
think
his
that's his
computer,
future,
putting the
actually.
disc in his tray. After starting the file, a Sega picture and theme from the original Sonic game played. After the classic tone came on it, started the original Sonic scene played. After pressing, what the fuck? He
Sorry,
used
which-
3 afters. Okay.
These
After
people
pressing
don't
the
tend to
start-
be that good at writing. But also, what console did he
master.
put it in? What console did he put it
He
in?
put it in his disk drive. So
In his
PCIs.
disk drive, in his
I think
PC
it's his
disk
computer-
drive.
Yeah, his PC
Yeesh.
disk drive. His PC DVD-R reader drive. Dude.
When was this written?
I don't know.
He had. But it's got to say on there somewhere, because
Oh, let me scroll to the bottom.
Don't spoil it.
well, yeah,
for
don't.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be
Yeah, just
careful.
Be careful down there.
No, I was just trying to like.
He's probably already
What's this written?
read it just to check it's child friendly or something. No anti-Christian.
No,
message.
there's nowhere.
Oh.
The only things that have dates on it are the comments, and it just says March 8th.
Okay.
This is no 2015.
Disk
or
drive in
before.
2015. Nah, it's got to be like 2010.
I had a disk drive in 2016, dude. I
That's
still
the
have
other
Well,
one.
that's probably
Yeah,
the
it will.
scariest part of this story.
Alright, okay, just leave
Yeah.
off the camera,
Okay,
just
well,
disk drive,
the
right?
disk
No,
drive
no.
was really ruining the sort of
Look,
narrative for
look.
me.
Yeah, actually,
you know,
yeah, you are
Look,
right.
after
to be honest.
pressing
You did
start,
download
the
it.
picture for a flash second showed something different from the original.
A
Word for
flash
word.
second.
Word from word. The
Okay.
hell?
Word from
Oh,
word.
wait.
From
No,
word.
I'm saying it word for word. Word
Is that
for-
even? Is that
word
the
for word.
saying?
Word
I
for,
just
word for word?
word for
Yeah.
word, right? Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah,
word
yeah.
from word would make sense though.
Oh.
What was said? No,
Yeah,
it doesn't
'cause-
matter. Christian
okay.
says, the hell? Christian swore he saw the picture have blood red water with a dark sky. The Sega 1991 turned
He
to
swore.
Sega 666, and
Uh-huh.
Sonic changed with different eyes. He couldn't tell, but they looked demonic.
He couldn't tell. He couldn't tell. What?
He couldn't tell, but they looked demonic, dude.
So
Hold Can I just say, yeah, okay, no hate, no hate.
yeah,
But-
of course.
I'm really
It's-
sorry.
Every time he types Sonic, it's really inconsistent. It's either capital S or lowercase s Sonic.
He's just he
If
knows
you-
what he's doing.
In the actual Sonic.exe, the flash frame he's talking about, where it goes 666 and Demon dies, it's so fast you can't even see it. Like,
Maybe Christian's just got frozen by
Yeah,
it.
he
He
just-
saw it and he just froze. and
but just
typed
adrenaline
froze.
spiked.
Because he swore he saw it, Kai.
He swore, man.
He
On
swore
God, on jaw, on the
On jaw.
Christian. On the Christian.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, just as he was going to press start again, he hears his doorbell ring. Christian shuts down the game and walks to the front door to see a middle-aged man with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a black coat with blue jeans. This is Oscar when he becomes like a
Right.
detective.
Yeah.
Can I help you? Oh, sorry. I'm James. I'm the lead detective of your friend's suicide. And I just need to ask you some questions, if that's alright, brother.
It's like he's getting souther and souther the more he speaks.
I don't
Like-
know.
South.
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on in.
The
Christian invites
Christian's
James in and
voice
offers
gives me
some-
pain.
That's the point. It's what's
Christian
the-
invites hold on. Christian invites James in and offers some Sprite, but he refuses.
James is too cool for Sprite, I guess.
Bro, that's a
He
product
probably-
placement right now.
He probably wanted a Coke.
Do we have to put the little product placement thing on the
the
podcast? Yeah.
Do we have to say something like other fizzy drinks?
Not sponsored, not sponsored.
Yeah. If we
Yeah.
say promise this isn't promotion. Promise.
Alright. So how old are you? 15, going 16 in a few months. What about your parents? They away at work or something? My dad coaches a college football, baseball, and basketball teams. And your mom? Haven't seen her for 5 years.
Oh, shit.
Sorry to hear that. Christian
He's a
opens
shit
his soda and
detective.
takes a long sip. A nice long sip.
When does it become a gulp?
Depends
Because
if
if
you
it's a sip.
if you accidentally get air, it's a gulp, right?
Really?
That's how I
Wow.
feel
Yeah,
about it. Like
yeah,
a gulp
that's
has
how
a.
I feel.
I always assume a gulp is like a.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
no.
normally you get
Yeah,
some air.
usually
with
you
the
get
gulp.
air.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Otherwise, it's a sip. Yeah.
He sets it down, and James starts to ask him a few questions. But, okay. Where were you on the night you died? Here
What did
watching
he ask?
TV and cleaning the house. He asked where was Christian on the night Tom died.
I thought you said, "Where was your dad?" That's
He
what
just
I-
goes,
Oh.
"Yeah, I know exactly where he was, and here's the weapon I did it with."
James could tell he was telling the truth. So he wrote down T for his first question on a piece of notepad paper.
I don't think detectives. Oh no, they probably do actually.
No, but what
when
if?
did you last see Tom? I don't know. Maybe about a month before then. He went very quiet that month.
He was dead. Of course.
Yeah, and also
I
back
know.
to the earlier thing, it sounds like he just copied the notepad thing from L.A. Noir.
He probably.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to take inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Jane?
LA Noir actually copied this, in fact, because
Yeah, but
when
actually, this was
LA
probably
Noire
written.
released?
I
Like
don't know.
30,
Let's
I
find 30 something.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is before
this was released in like 18. No, probably like
1820s.
I think King William II wrote this.
Well, I mean, technically this sounds like a play to me, so it might be Shakespeare, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of things I've learned. I can't spell LA Noir, and
Okay.
it came out in May 2011.
Ah,
No.
So I think
was
LA
wondering,
Noir
'cause-
might have time on its side. Yeah.
no, maybe.
Well, what happened is James wrote another T and continues to ask. Did Tom know anybody possibly named EXE? Or does he know something with those words? Yeah, you guys gave me a disc with those words on it. Do you need it? That would be great. Thanks. Christian goes up to his room and grabs the CD from the computer and puts it back into
Wait,
the
so
case.
he was listening to the CD of Sonic, not a DVD. He didn't.
Well-
It wasn't a game. It was a CD.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
is that the problem
fucking
you
hell.
have with this bit? Because they just gave away evidence to a 15-year-old child. That's the
Yeah, and now turning 16 in a few months.
and
That's
then
a very important
but when,
detail.
but then when the detective come back, he goes, "Oh, do you know anyone called EXE?"
I
Like,
think that Christian's actually mugged off the police officer because he said it was a CD. I think he still got. I think he just grabbed the CD and wrote Sonic.exe. It's probably like some fucking
I-
JoJo Siwa record or something.
I don't think the police
know?
officer will be able to tell the difference. I think.
Exactly. So now he's got this. I'm putting money on. I'm putting.
Keep putting
Um,
fat cash. Well, we're only on chapter 1, and
I've
chapter
got-
1's name is Nightmares.
I've got an envelope. I'll put that on the stakes. The stakes are high.
James, not James. Christian goes up to his room, grabs CD from the computer, puts it back in the case, goes downstairs and hands it to James. Thanks, I appreciate it. And now it's no problem. Anything to help solve this bloody case. James left with the
Bloody.
disc, while Christian went through some other stuff and unpacking them. After about 15 minutes, another knock is heard on the front door. Christian's thought, I'm very famous today, aren't I? Christian asks who it is, but there is no response. He asks again, but still no answer. Does he change their mind? Christian goes to the kitchen, gets a glass of Pepsi.
What?
Okay,
Christian is
Sprite with
well,
lowercase s, Pepsi with capital P.
I think Christian
then
prefers-
sits on the
prefers
table.
Pepsi.
I think so. He then sits on the table. He sits on the table and opens his laptop. Christian was on Facebook when he gets another knock on the door. This
Did he
time,
answer,
Christian.
sorry, did he answer the first knock?
No, he didn't. He just said, "Who is it?"
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah. Christian was on Facebook when he gets another knock on the door. That actually scared me. This
Oh,
time,
sound
Christian
effects.
opened it to see a cute girl his age with brown hair, green eyes, and wearing a cute dress that went down above her knees. Yes,
Nope.
who are you? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You don't remember? Remember what? It's me, Amy. And that's where it ends.
Oh no. Oh god.
Obviously, this is the next chapters, but
Should we reflect on that chapter first, or should we just go straight on?
I think that's a good introduction to our scary story podcast.
I'm kind of on the edge now. I think I. How many chapters are there?
There's 8 chapters, and that was the first one.
8 chapters.
There's
My
8
God.
written chapters.
Should we just do a chapter every time we do this, so then it we don't have to like
Well, yeah.
We're
drag
just
our
gonna
wheels
read.
across the floor.
I'm gonna be honest. The suspense, you know, like I
I'm
can
actually
feel.
on the edge of my
Tune
seat
out.
right now.
Next
I am
week.
like edging right now. Like,
What?
Yeah.
huh?
I wish I was. Like,
I mean,
at work. Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Don't worry
right?
about
No,
it.
it's just the story, Lance. The
Yeah, it's
delivery was.
literally.
Mhm.
To be fair, Christian is a pretty good, well-written character.
Yeah.
He likes his Sprite and Pepsis.
Does he? I
He
don't.
does. He does his product placement.
He even sits on a table.
He doesn't. He drinks it with full sugar as well, which I'm surprised for like
Why would
such
you-
a high reputation story to have like advertisement of
Do
that
you
kind of
do
product.
you think that when he wrote
I mean,
the
given,
story,
like,
he should have
time.
specified it was the sugar-free version?
I think that if he can specify his exact like age to like the second, I think he can specify if he's drinking Diet Pepsi or not. Right? I don't know. I don't think he's a bitch actually. I think he's the kind of man who drinks fucking cocaine.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because, you know.
I think I think that if you drank diet soda, no, I could not identify with him at all. This way is much better, I think.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Someone who drinks diet would not even think about putting the disc in the tray. It's
I actually I have a little mini horror story I just want to share really quickly.
Yes.
It's a 2-word horror story really.
Instead of 2 lines, it's 2 words.
Yeah, okay. So I guess it's 2 lines actually. I'm gonna try and read it out as a poem, but I'm not sure if it's gonna really work like that.
Nice high Q.
Yeah. Owen, today at 21:41, poggers, dude.
oh my god,
Oh my.
Jesus,
Yeah.
guys, fuck. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. Oh, Jesus.
I just thought it needed.
I can
to
just hear it reverberating in my head. You know?
It needed to be shared. The truth had to come out. I'm sorry, guys. You know, the truth
Yeah.
hurts, but that's what we do. Truth seekers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar, you got a good story?
I've got one. It's got bad punctuations. It's called The Devil. This is by u/error 0564. This was actually posted 2 hours.
2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that is exciting.
I remember when I was about 7 to 8, and I always slept with my door open. I was so scared of I was so scared of the then dark then. But weren't we all? Why would you sleep with your door open then? If you're scared of the dark, right? Okay.
I mean, maybe there's a light on in the hallway. I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
yeah,
see
yeah,
that, actually.
yeah. If you,
Yeah.
yeah. I know. I agree. I think. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
One night at 3:16, I was watching the Thundermans and saw a shadow in my doorway. It had glowing red eyes and horns. When I stared at it, it glared at me. I was so scared. I felt like I was paralyzed. I then screamed out from my parents, "Mom! Dad!" They rushed into my room. The shadow was gone. I told them what I saw, but they said I was just seeing things. My dad slept in my room that night. "Your clock is alive," my dad said.
What?
What? What does that mean? Your clock is alive. That's the scariest thing ever.
The clock.
It's the Brad.
Oh, no.
What can a live clock do?
I don't know, but what is its association with the devil?
I
What?
don't know. Maybe this is a special clock with more 6s on it or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. The hour has 66 minutes. You can get 666 on there. That's terrifying. I
That
cannot.
is actually horrifying.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I can
That's
sleep
crazy.
actually.
That is actually mental. Wow.
Was that it?
No?
Yeah. We're waiting for you to carry on.
Yeah,
Get
that's
back
it,
in
that's the
there.
story.
That's the.
What?
That is the
That's
story.
it.
I just said no.
That's
The
the
clock
end.
is alive. It's done.
That's how it finishes. It's just...
Fuck.
Yeah,
Time
that's
waits
over.
for
All right
Right.
then. All right then.
I have a good one. I think.
All right. All right. All
It's
right.
called "Don't Be Scared."
I can't
Bracket.
promise
Human
anything.
exclamation mark. Nightmare exclamation mark. Bonnie exclamation mark. X-teen exclamation mark. Reader exclamation mark. Close bracket.
Did you say Bonnie?
Maybe.
Is this gonna turn into Five Nights at Freddy's in a couple of minutes?
It might do. I'm reading the tags and I did see FNAF.
Ah.
Chapter 1.
The multiple chapters again.
Why do you keep finding these chapters?
There are. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
There is
don't-
70
don't
chapters.
Please
You
don't
wanna find
start
another
because
one?
we'll never get closure. We'll never get closure.
Yeah,
and
don't edge us.
how can I
Laugh.
sleep like
Somehow
that?
it's ongoing, but there's 70
Don't
chapters
even
and an
s-
author's note.
Please
it's still
just
going.
don't even start. Don't even
Yeah, it
start
was last
reading it.
updated in 2016.
Oh, so he's not really. Okay.
All right, here's the tags: chilling, creepy, death, fan, fiction, FNAF, horror,
Fan.
jump. Yeah, fan, fiction,
Okay.
FNAF, horror, jump, lose, mental, near, nightmare, others, romance, scares, scary, suspense, thriller.
Wow. That's a lot of. Wow. Okay.
Being the child of a night guard,
Hang
Are
on,
we
you are
actually
left
are we?
going
No,
to
no,
listen?
no.
every night.
I don't. There's 70 chapters.
70 chapters. We can't have this.
This is like actually a ton of writing. Yeah, we're not gonna read this.
We're not gonna. Okay.
There's
I've
a
got- he said one
2.5
more
million read story,
word. Okay.
and there's 71 parts.
Too many
That's
parts.
That's not the Bonnie one.
Too many
This is
parts.
This is like a Wattpad,
Are you on what?
world-renowned Wattpad story.
A world renowned.
We're already locked in on the
Right.
It's got
Sonic.exe
BDSM.
story.
All right, we're gonna go to a good chapter. I saw this thing. It said chapter 6. Why do they all end on chapter 69?
It's because it's fate.
It's funny.
True.
It's funny.
All right, chapter 66. Torture. Bracket. Read the fucking chapter title. Bracket.
I don't like this writer.
Um, this chapter is really disturbing. This is an author's note. You can skip over it if you honestly can't handle it. You are warned. Okay.
Okay, get in there.
Isabella's POV. How long is this chapter? Oh, it's a bit long. Okay. It's much colder than before. After the few layers that I had on, it was borderline freezing. He hadn't tied me from the chair, which took me by surprise, but before I could get any hopes up, I felt a cold chain clamp around my ankle. Well, aren't you gonna try and run? He asked,
Wow.
standing there with an amused smile on his face. I knew that it wouldn't get me anywhere. He was asking it just to see me try and fail, and I didn't want to give him the satisfaction, but his eyes were trained on me so intensely that I couldn't help but want to try. There's that big if that if I knew as wishful thinking, but I couldn't help but try. What if the chain somehow fell apart and I did escape? He erupted in laughter as he watched me. Why did I change voice? As he watched me speed off towards the door, only to fall over when I couldn't go any further. The chain was connected to the other side of the wall that I was trying to run away from. I had gotten so close to the door, but I couldn't go any further. He pulled at the chain, dragging me back towards him. He crouched over me as he crouched over me as lifted my head by my hair.
Wow.
Do you understand? He said, coming closer to my face. He slowly leans down. I could feel my body tensing up as he chuckles.
He
You're never getting out of it. What?
He bleeds down.
Leans.
Oh, sorry.
You're never getting out of this room, so you can kiss the outside goodbye. He stood up and walked to the other end of my body. His cold, slender hands wrapped around my ankle tightly, and I heard a loud crack.
Oh.
My loud scream echoed through the room as the pain shot up my body. I kicked desperately with my injured leg as he moves to grab it, and I could hear a growl emit from his mouth.
Thank you for that, Lance. You didn't have to do that, but you
Good,
went.
It was
extra
crushing
mile.
it was crushing enough to make my heart stop. I could feel my bones crushing in his grip as he grasped me. I knew that my body was going to heal almost immediately, but it still hurt enough to make me unable to stand. Oh, I forgot. Like, this is a vampire story.
You can't just spring them on
Vampire
us.
werewolf story. I forgot
okay.
about that. I was about to say, I was like, this isn't human. That's weird, he mumbled to himself. You can go pretty fast, huh? Should I break them again? He took the knife from his pocket and dragged it down my leg and stopped when he reached my foot. Or should I just cut them off? My eyes widened and I cried out as I felt his knife slowly piercing my skin. It dug into my leg and he snorted before pulling it back out.
Is he
Just
the vampire
kidding.
touching the werewolf, or is he a human touching a werewolf,
Or it's the
Or is-
werewolf torturing a vampire.
or is it a werewolf touching a human?
Jacober
Wait,
or
I
Edward?
don't know very much about werewolves or vampires, so
one of them
it doesn't
can heal.
really.
I know that.
I think vampires heal.
Oh,
He stood up laughing and walked to the other end of the room. The sound of metal screeching against the floor rang in my ears as he pushed a table towards me. He's probably gonna sit on it like Christian. He unzipped a leather bag that was lying on top of bed, and a tom of knives fell out.
Christian and Tom.
A
Oh,
tom
no.
of knives.
A couple of them slid off the table, dropping onto me. Whoopsies, he said, walking back towards me.
He's now a pantomime clown.
He picked up the few knives that slid off the table and grabbed my hand. Slowly by slowly, he pushed each one of them
What?
into my fingers. Look, this is word from word.
Okay.
Pinning my hand to the floor, he twisted and tugged at them until I screamed again, his eyes carefully watching if the wounds would heal after he pulled them out. He kept repeating the same thing, watching my body restore itself over again. There was a pool of blood surrounding me.
Sorry, this is something the author definitely is sexually aroused when he's writing this.
I mean, BDSM was one of the tags.
This is wow.
It's not even that bad. Then he goes,
No,
"Oh,
but
this
like-
chapter's all terrible."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just excited to find out what's next.
Well, we're
I'm
about
just
halfway
excited.
through,
Okay.
Yeah. There's probably going to be a rape scene. There was a
thought this
pool
was
of blood surrounding... No, it's a torture currently. My hair was even soaked in it. He sighed and tossed the blood-stained knives back onto the table. He stood up and rubbed his foot into his boots into... Why did I say foots? He rubbed his boots into my face, pushing down on the floor while he let out a loud... It's no wonder everyone's so fixated on you. This is exciting me, and I've barely done anything. I felt like I was going to die.
It's exciting him.
I feel like in the writer's eyes, he imagines this character as looking like himself.
Yeah.
You know, it's that kind of story. I think the
I
real
think
horror
profile
story
pictures
is
is two
imagining the
boys
writer.
kissing, so
What is
It might
wrong
be a
with
girl.
Wattpad?
It is a website for
Nothing.
fan fiction.
I felt like I was going to die. My body wasn't going to continue keeping up with the constant torture that he was inflicting on me. How long was this going to go on for? It felt like hours has gone by since I've been chained in this room with him. How much
Has.
longer did I have to endure this for? Word for bird, word from word. What
Word
did I
from
do to
bird.
deserve- What did I do to deserve this? Panic spread through me as he grabbed a syringe from his bag and filled it with a green liquid.
Green.
Please
Oh.
don't. I managed out weakly, making him smile widely. He bent down and held it over my neck, harshly jamming it down in a few seconds. Screams filled the room before I could register that they belonged to me. I felt like I was being sliced open in the table, in the inside. What? He watched with marvel in his eyes as I cried out in pain. I was choking on my own blood as I coughed it up. Aren't you going to beg me to make it stop? He taunted. I want you to beg me like a fucking dog. That's what you called us, right?
This is definitely a kink.
This
for
is a
real.
kink. That sent anger
It's a weird
running
kink
through
though,
me.
because like the
Yes.
whole
Yeah.
scenario is
Vampire
The-
werewolf kink, you know?
yeah, but the guy doing the torturing's a werewolf, right?
We don't know
Because-
that.
No,
No, the
because
guy
she
torturing
d-
him is a werewolf because she
because
calls him a fucking dog.
Yeah, and
And
he's
she's
like,
a
"Oh, you
vampire.
call me a dog,
Uh,
beat me like a dog." When's the human
Infer-
come into this?
I don't fucking know.
Where does
But
the bird come
We're
into
about to
this
get
that you spoke
introduced word for word. It reminded me of when Cole said those words similar to those to me. I could feel the shame of it all over again when I actually did as he told me. I didn't want him to say the same things as Cole. He wasn't the same as him. But I could feel myself starting to despise him. Tears welling up in my eyes again as pain spiked inside of me. I felt a harsh slap across my face and I gritted my teeth. Did all that screaming make you lose your voice? Should I cut out your tongue since you can't speak now? I hate this. I hate him. I hate this life. Everything was turning a darkish red in my eyes. Before I knew it, my body was trying to switch to my other form. I could feel my fangs threatening to ground in my mouth. It was getting too slow for my body to reheal itself in my human form. I grabbed onto his hand, my nails digging into his
Actually,
skin.
so I'm calling a pause.
Yeah.
Right? She's chained up by like her arms and legs, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't she just turn into a bat?
I think it's just one leg. No, werewolves can't just change into a fucking.
But she's
not
not
a
a werewolf.
werewolf,
She's
she's
a
a vampire.
vampire.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Found a plot hole. There's a plot
Well,
hole,
she took a
guys.
different. Do you know she's about to say I can't do this in my human form?
Yeah,
What other
because
fucking
you
form
can
does she
change
have?
between bat and human as a vampire, right?
I guess.
Or you can be like a dark
Yeah,
vampire
but
and have the
you
retarded
wouldn't,
form.
like, how big is the bat? Because I'm expecting this bat to be massive now.
It's
'cause
bat
that'd be
size.
sick.
It's bat size.
Maybe it's like Skyrim vampire.
There are some big bats, by the way. There's massive ones.
Yeah, but a
Yeah.
bat doesn't have a leg in a chain thingy, you know.
I know, but like still. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
You're like, yeah.
How many legs does she have? Because I swear, like, he's grabbed at least like 4 of them.
And then they keep regenerating.
Oh.
That's why he
of course,
keeps
yeah,
gets to
yeah.
keep breaking them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know
okay,
how I
okay.
missed that. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Return.
He cursed under his breath as he yanked his hand away from my grip, blood gushing out his wound. Oh, you're going to pay for that, bitch. I couldn't transform fully. Whatever Yes injected me with along the pain I was already feeling before made me too weak to do so.
That just flowed out the mouth.
Yeah. I think
Word
sometimes
from
you
word.
go. Oh my god! It just sounds like I don't know. Yeah, it makes you sound like you have problems. Like,
Because he's not doing you justice.
I am what the thing and the word on the paper says, you know.
Yes. Look, that didn't stop me from at least trying.
Sure.
Tugged at the chains. Yeah, I was actually reading the.
You just want to get back in
Wait,
there. You just
I
all
wanna
you,
get back
all you can
into
think about is the chains and the cutting or whatever. Like,
Look, man, I want to get to see if it gets juicy, man.
Yeah, you go.
well, I am
There's
interested
a lot of like
to see. But
underlying sexual tension I can feel.
it's not really
Yeah.
underlying. It's
No, it's
you're kind of
part
just
of that.
there.
It's there. It's there. I tugged at the chains with all the strength left that I had left, but it wouldn't judge a single bit.
Judge.
He twisted my arm behind my back and pulled on them until the noise of them dislocating sounded in
Oh.
the room.
Lovely.
I tried biting back a scream, but he continued breaking my arm every time it healed. Damn.
Oh, that is definitely a, like. There's no way
This is a
can be
kink for
justified.
a guy,
It's-
dude.
yeah.
It's a kink. It's a kink. It's like the
BDSM,
sadism
but, like,
one, right?
Too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
S in BDSM.
S&M.
S in it. Well, yeah, but only.
Uh,
Well, no, because no one's enjoying the pain in this scenario.
true.
No,
It's not like
But
he's
maybe
breaking.
he enjoys like them being in pain. You know?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
that-
S.
No, I think we're
True.
seeing it from the eyes of. I think she secretly, or he secretly enjoys the pain.
If he enjoys
So
it,
yeah,
it's
no,
S.
because
If she enjoys
he
it, it's
smiled
M. Right?
excitedly when he was doing
Yeah,
this.
he's totally enjoying it.
This is from the girl's POV.
I think everyone's enjoying. I think this is all just a happy situation for them.
True,
Yeah.
true.
What if the plot twist is it's consensual?
I mean, to be fair, we did just skip to chapter 66. So,
We're just in like a fourth layer of roleplay. We've just gone down and down and down.
I thought this was a FNAF story.
no, we left the Bonnie story because that one was too much.
Isn't this one also like infinite?
yeah, but we just skipped to the chapter.
Okay, alright, sure.
The chapter
sure.
that I thought was good.
I'll let you
The
continue.
the FNAF story didn't have like any chapter titles.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I wasn't going to be able to keep healing again and again. He was completely enraged by my sudden outburst. He grabbed my head by my hair and ripped some of it out, causing blood to drip from my scalp.
Oh,
You're lucky I can't kill you. He whispered menacingly before shoving me face forward into the ground. My head was pounding and it felt like it was about to split open. I felt like I was about to die. My eyes were slowly closing and I could see the bottom of his shoes as he walked away, stained in my blood. He was finally leaving, but I was too weak to move. The door was wide open, and I desperately wanted to drag myself towards the bright light that was emitting from it, but it slammed shut soon after. Even with him gone, it felt like someone was torturing me. My sobs were the only sound filling the room. I was alone. Why did... Okay.
Holy fuck.
And I've
There was no
technically been
choice.
alone all my life. Just when I'm finally figuring out the truth behind things and getting to... Why is this all in italics?
Because it's
Getting to
internal
accept it.
monologue, isn't it?
True.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Hasn't this
Feels
whole
like
thing been
any
an internal
home. Well, it's been a POV.
I don't know. It doesn't
I
need
think-
to be in italics, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
It
you
feels
could
like
just
any
write.
hope I had left. Fuck, what the shit?
If it was that big, right? If it's that big of a deal, even, you just write square brackets, internal monologue, square brackets. Be a bit more
Yeah.
more subtle than the whole. I hate reading italics. I do not envy you. Then again, you had to read this whole thing, so.
Cole left me and he wasn't going to save me either. Theo couldn't possibly care that I'm gone. I'm sure that lady prefers me better off this way after I'd taken her from her family all those years. Juliana probably couldn't care less what my situation was. I have to go through all this pain because of decisions everyone else made. Even my real mother. Who the fuck abandons a child like that? Nothing's gonna get better. Nobody really cares about me. I'm just dead weight to everyone until I actually die one day. I don't remember when I fell unconscious. Last thing I can remember is crying till my eyes felt dry.
When did you
I might
stop?
I might have heard the door open.
Lance,
but I was
when
already
did you
falling
stop
before I could
reading
see
the
who it was.
story?
Yeah, I know.
Is that the story as well? I'm not sure anymore. It's okay, Lance. You can talk to us if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here for you.
Yes.
It's just
Now,
everything you say
I'd like to
can
say,
be part of the story.
when
and,
I
like,
did,
it's hard to differentiate.
yeah, I was just torturing someone like in front of you guys and like giving
Yeah.
myself, you know, a
He's getting
monologue.
really into it, yeah.
This is the outfit of chapter 1 for, I'm assuming, Isabella.
Oh my god.
That picture was actually given.
That picture was given.
Is this what the woman being tortured is wearing?
Maybe not at the time, but this is the type of person that they are.
Oh my god.
This is them in chapter 1.
Why would a vampire dress like an emo? That just seems a bit counterproductive if you're trying to be undercover.
True.
Also, oh, never mind, I won't say that.
No. Spit it out.
I was gonna say that she's.
That looks like a femboy to me, I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
It's probably got programming socks as well.
Is that the story over? by any chance?
That was the chapter done.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I'll be just a sec.
Horrifying. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't. How can you keep? I guess that's the problem with the internet is that you can just write stuff like that without any review because that's not like professionally done. That's like unfiltered hormones and horniness. from
Yeah,
the
but that's what
sky.
Wattpad is. I'm
That's
pretty
true.
sure that's their motto. Teenage hormones and horniness at your doorstep.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I've never been on Wattpad actually.
Yeah, you say that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's back to
Yeah, you say that.
yeah.
All right,
How'd
I've got
you-
a spicy
Yeah.
little a 6-word story for you here. Not from
Oh.
Discord. Very exciting, moderately
Yes.
famous. You might have heard it before, but I'm just gonna spit it at you. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
For sale. Baby shoes never worn.
Oh.
I think that's a pretty interesting little phrase. What do you
I don't
think?
get it. What does it mean?
It's up to
Does
you.
that mean a miscarriage?
Well, there could be many
Maybe.
things ensued from that. Maybe the baby cried when it saw it and clearly didn't like it.
Yeah,
Maybe
he didn't like
it was girl shoes for a guy baby.
Maybe it was a guy with a fetish, but they were the wrong size.
Actually,
Maybe
I don't like
it
that
killed a
version of
baby.
the story. That version of the story with the age play and the baby shoes is no.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Thank you for ruining my fucking. It's bedtime soon. How am I meant to sleep? you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I've got one. I'll help you play with that. This is a true story, by the way.
A true
A
story.
true story.
This is true.
Oh,
So you're gonna spit some facts.
I will be spitting facts.
okay, I'm ready.
Right. So, story is called "Why Didn't I Tell Someone?" One day ago, 4 upvotes from True Scary Stories by u/glittery_whereas 86. I am a female, now 34. So this happened when I was around 6, maybe even 7 decades. So my memory of my age is a little off. But the memory of that night has never left and is burned into my brain. We lived in townhomes in a small town just 45 minutes east of Baltimore, MB, called Edgewood. I am now living in Oklahoma. It happened since I was 15. Our neighborhood had several townhomes. What's a townhome?
I have no idea.
Had several townhomes. Can't really say how many.
I think
Estimate at least 700. Yes.
like council houses, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
You know, like the semi-detached things. They're not all you know what I mean, though. That kind of style of building.
Yeah. It was the 90s, of course. So we were the free range generation.
That's an interesting
That's a way of describing the 90s, isn't it?
bro.
Free-range
The free range generation, and then there's just two rock and roll emotes.
What the fuck?
As long as we were home when the streetlights came on. What? Oh, I get an announcement. My brain doesn't work. All the kids knew all the kids. We had a big group we were always hanging out with. Rather be riding bikes, skating, even playing some 10 Power Rangers lol. There was a crew of maintenance men. Some were really friendly, some were just quiet. One guy had kids that went to school, my school. I didn't know them. I always seen him with his kids. Never smiled, never really interacted with anyone. I always had this weird feeling from him one night. Full stop. I always had this weird feeling from him. ... One night. Full stop. I can't remember the season. I know it must have been end of summer or coming into summer. So my mum liked opening windows and the back sliding door during these times of seasons. So
Thank you for telling us that.
it was night time, and like every weeknight, we sit down with my mum to watch an episode of Roseanne. Is that how you say this?
I don't know what it is, so
Right. We love this time with her. Our town home setup was right when you walk into the front door was the steps leading up to the second story and our living room to the right. If you walk straight, you come to a small hallway with a bathroom on the left and then the entrance the entrance to our kitchen that's separated from our living room with a big wall. Did you guys get that?
big wall. It has that's fucking big. No.
We've got a big picture there.
Very descriptive. I like it. Imagery.
By the way, this has no paragraphs. It's so hard to read. That night, as we sit to watch our show, I told my mum I was thirsty and wanted some of her soda. So of course, she told me if I wanted to get my own cup. Why would you just not think to get your own cup? Okay.
She's like 7 years old. She'd be like, I want the soda now.
No, at 7 years old you can talk and walk and do things. I'm pretty sure.
So, like, you're not confident enough to just get your own cup and then have soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Like,
wouldn't
90%
say
of kids
you.
would do that.
You would say, Mum, could you get me some soda? You wouldn't be. You wouldn't just try to just pick the cup up and just start chugging it, like. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I headed to the kitchen and looked at the backyard where our sliding door was located. In the what? So the sliding door is in the backyard. I think.
Well, it would be on one side, right?
There's a sliding
you're
board.
right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I kept walking to the cabinets and realised I can't reach them, in quotation marks. So I climbed up to grab it. That's when I heard a noise that sent me into a freeze-like state. I turned around really fast, even though I was frozen apparently. I wasn't frozen, I turned around really fast and see no one. I hurried down the counter and ran to my mum. Mum! Something made a crash noise. Oh, so I can do better with that. Mum! Something made a crash noise out back. She told me, it must be a neighbour doing something. Just go grab the cup. I took her word and went back the second time. As I climbed the cabinet for the second time, I felt something watching me. As a 6 or 7-year-old, you're really not that observant, so I hopped down and went back to the sliding door. I turned around for a second to look at the cabinets, wondering if I could get back there to get my cup. When I turned back around to look out, I could see a dog, our neighbour, doing something very big.
What?
There he was, the maintenance man, standing there looking at me. I caught eye contact with him and froze. I don't know what to do. I thought if I reach for the sliding door, he will stop me. If I scream, he will reach in for me. Ooh, that was separating us. Thin screen piece of glass sliding door.
Wait, so someone was in your backyard or something?
It's the maintenance man that didn't smile from earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. I smelled the alcohol on him. Smelled. What a genius phrase. What, that's amazing. But it doesn't end there. When I looked down, he was only wearing a shirt, nothing else. Not even
Oh my god, he was... What?
Socks, no shoes. Just half-cut grey shirt. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Million firefly.
I saw a penis.
Finally, something clicked in me. Something kicked in me. Jesus. And I just bolted to my mum and was crying and screaming, There's a man! There's a man! Mum! She jumped faster. She jumped up faster than I've ever seen her move and ran to the back. She looked around for a few minutes and slammed it shut in a little more. I locked it. She came back and she said she seen no one. I told her that he was there. She told me he's gone now and she will let my dad know about what happened. I slept a little less that night, still having that image in my head. The next day, my friend and I were out back. I told her about the man. That's when we noticed every single backyard had one broken beer bottle on their porches. Even mine.
What?
We went near a tree that sits maybe... We went near a tree that sits maybe 30 yards from our back porch. Seen beer bottles. Two was plural. Shit. You must have been watching me for a bit, standing near the tree. At night you can't see the tree. That's what makes the experience. How long was he watching? How long has he had? Was he drunk and confused? I'm so thankful nothing happened that night. To this day I question why I didn't tell my mum the full story of him being naked. Why didn't I tell them he was the maintenance man who worked and continued to work there? I'm a mum now. I'm still afraid of back doors.
Is that an anal joke? Honestly, the scariest thing. They should have said. How long was his penis? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't.
Dude, she was 7 years old. Dude.
She remembered it for a while, so quite long.
Yeah, I remembered it for 27 years. You thought she'd.
Well,
yeah.
It could be really small, so.
No, but you wouldn't remember something small.
Yeah, they would
no,
put
but
it in the story.
Small.
If you couldn't even see it, you'd go, "Oh, I couldn't even see his penis." And you'd be like, "Oh."
Maybe it had a horrible deformity. It looked like a fucking twisted. What's it called?
Actually, so I'm just gonna go detective mode on this. How could she smell the booze on his breath when she's so short?
Yeah.
No, she smelled.
Maybe
she didn't say it was on the breath. She just smelled the alcohol on him.
Wow.
And then in the next sentence, he said he smelled. So. Yeah. I don't really.
Well, that was. I don't know about you, but I'm terrified.
I mean, that sentence
that was
alone
kind of cray.
It's just horrifying. But yeah, that was pretty.
That is a weird sentence. I think we should write a scary story. I think that's what
Yeah.
should write. We should work together. We should write a kick-ass scary story and then read it out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, is anyone... Hi, do you have the answer?
I did.
Huh?
Hang on. Let me get all the way back to wherever it was that I had the scary story. Give me a minute. These are quite short, but I think this is not the one I wanted, but I'll read it anyways.
Alright.
A lot of these end on these sort of shit puns or like plot twists.
Oh no.
And that's how they're trying to be scary.
Right.
Like, ooh, where's the buddy? Ooh, ooh. Okay, one sec.
What? They just go
Is
ooh
it?
at you.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Hang on. Some of these have got funny names. What's this one? Crying isn't going to help. I'm not going to read that one out because it looks kind of... One sec. Okay.
You won?
I've got one.
It.
It's called Hands.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want to
no,
ruin your next
you don't
sesh
want
because I know how much you enjoy your hands.
Oh, no.
But here we go.
I'm using my hands right now, actually.
Yeah. I mean, what for?
Feeling.
Feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
What sort of things?
My arm, currently.
Your arm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Your
right
arm.
then.
My
That's right.
penis.
You on about?
What is he doing with his hands?
Your mum.
You've
That
kind of
was-
you spoiled the. I can't get back in the zone now.
Sorry.
I don't think I ever was in the zone to read one
Think
properly.
about skeletons and ghosts and spiders.
Okay. I don't know if I can read it in a scary voice though.
You've got it.
Just be like all upbeat. Oh yeah, you know. Okay. Yeah, you know how
That'll
it
make
is.
it scarier. That'll make
It's
it worse.
scarier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poop your
I-
pants.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Maniac.
Okay. The doctor.
You okay?
Yeah, it's not going to be very good. The story's mediocre at best, and I've not really got the voices or the.
You got it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Just
Oh,
It's in
I don't
there,
even know. I don't have the energy to go wacky either. You know.
You got it, guys.
I don't know if I can do scary or wacky funny.
just
We're just
go
got
for
gonna
it.
be.
You can do it. You can do
Okay.
it.
I believe in you.
The doctor pulled the stethoscope.
What? Repeat that again.
I'll have a sec. 1 minute. Give me it. Okay.
Okay. Do you
I'm
wanna
gonna have
move
to
on
read
and
it
come back
quite
to you?
slow. No, I've got this. Calm
You got
down.
it, you got
Calm down.
Okay.
Calm. The doctor pulled the. Excuse me. Okay. I nearly shit myself. Like literally, I was laughing too hard and. Okay.
Okay, go on.
The doctor pulled the stethoscope ear tips out and hung the device around his neck. Mr. Weatherby, all of your tests have come back negative and my examination shows nothing abnormal. Adam knew what was coming next. I'm not crazy, doctor. I'm sorry, said the doctor, but there is no physical reason for why you occasionally lose control of your hands. A psychologist can help. Okay. You know,
Okay.
a little bit of, you know,
Is that a bit of like
tugging the
that's
tugging the
saying
rod
something.
in front
That
of
is
a
a bit of a
preschool,
setup.
maybe something like that.
what?
Mate, yeah, I don't know.
How would it-
This is a
what
good
else
excuse
could you
for a crime like that, isn't it? But
Massage them children.
Adam exclaims, "I don't need therapy. I need answers. They seem to have a life of their own. I can't hold a job. I'm under investigation for assault. I almost killed my neighbour. This can't go on. I'll try anything at this point." After 2 weeks on new medication, Adam saw no progress and grew increasingly depressed. He was convinced that despite what the doctors said, it was not a psychological problem. That night, drunk and frustrated and angry Adam sat in a chair and drank bourbon. Drunken, yeah, I know, bourbon, it's just, bourbon, out of this world, right? drunk and hopeless, he stumbled to the garage and started the table saw, and then and then slowly lowered his wrists towards the screaming blade. Detective Armstrong entered the garage, where several...
rubbing it in. Sorry.
What do you mean?
He's got bad hands, and they get a detective called Detective Armstrong. How insensitive is that?
Okay.
Well,
we can change his name.
Fucking Small Hands Larry or some shit.
Small Hands Larry.
Okay, we're gonna change. It's gonna be Detective Arrow, and it's gonna be like
Oh wow.
you know when it's got like the guitar riff.
Anything related to Archer by any chance?
Well, I do like Archer, but no. All right, okay, whatever. I'd be gay for him, though, let's be honest. Detective Arrow, and then it's guitar riff, right? Enter the garage. Sounds like a doorbell, doesn't it? Detective Arrow. He presses the doorbell. Okay, anyway, he then walks round to the garage, because that's where he is canonically. And he enters. Several uniformed officers stood over the blood-soaked body. "So what do we got?" he asked, taking in the blood-splattered scene.
That was amazing.
That was great.
Alright. This is a weird one, detective. I can't. I was gonna try and do how so like that. I cannot. How so? Take a look at the body. He apparently chopped off his hands with the table saw and bled to death. Detective Arrow knelt down. And, he said, "We can't find his hands anywhere."
Oh shit.
Where are the hands? That's the whole thing. It was pretty short. But,
I like that.
I'm really invested in Detective Arrow's story now, actually. Kind of want to see how that wraps up, you know. Does he solve the crime? Hang on, isn't this the intro to, like, the hand from Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Oh, maybe.
What's it called? It's called, like, the...
It's just Good Hand, I think. Hand. Dirty Hand.
The Dirty Hand. I know what you mean. I think it is just meant to be muddy or something.
Yeah. It definitely felt muddy. Hang on.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Wimpy Kid.
I can't spell wimpy either.
The Muddy Hand, we were right.
It is called The Muddy Hand? That is... Alright, well this is the intro to The Muddy Hand. Okay.
Shit.
Fuck me. The Muddy Hand's actually pretty scary though. I've actually got the transcript for the for the movie scene where the Muddy Hand's in. I can't even... Someone want to read this out? I'll link it in the chat.
We'll get to it in a bit.
There you go. That's the top of there is the transcript for the Muddy Hand. It's yeah.
Are you actually? Do you want us to read this out?
I want someone to read it out. Yeah.
No,
Come on, Oscar.
Oh,
No.
fuck's sake.
I've read it a lot.
You all know the story of Muddy Hand, don't you? It was a dark and stormy night. Like this one. Chirac. He's Indian. It's okay.
Is he?
I think. Yeah.
He's in the movies, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you just sort of took goop to him and like, oh, he's Indian.
No, because he's Indian in the movies and in the book, man. Like,
Oh, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna click on his hyperlink, see where it takes me.
Okay. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Okay, sorry. It literally says Chirag Gupta is an Indian friend of Greg Heffron.
Why are you sounding like Apu now?
because on his quote is "stop." I can't even do it. Someone do the Indian accent, but look. You always got the cheese touch.
Cheese touch.
Cheese touch, mate.
Okay. It makes very words, mate. No one's listening. On south. What happened? Said Rolly. Probably Greg. Nothing. If you consider the old woodsman chopping off his own hand, nothing. Rolly. Did the wilderness explorers help him? No. They got scared and ran away. Why would you do that? Back at the camp, the boys got to talk. Oh shit. Back at the camp, what is it to talk? Decided that they should have helped that woodsman. He was helping them. But when they got back to his cottage, his body was gone. What that was left was. And Rolly, I don't like this story. I don't like the story. Not one of those boys was ever seen again. The only clue to what's happened was the muddy handprint on the side of the tent. Say the muddy hands like a few for more wilderness. And how can a hand move by itself? Mr. Barrett scares them, and Chiriac falls down and promptly fades. Mr. Barrett, I remember the muddy hand from the man's boy. It can't beat the classic. Okay, big time, everyone. Frank, muddy hand. Frank, why'd you do that? Frank, do what? Hit me with the mallet. Me? Yeah, you with the mallet in your hand. Frank, can't stop making you mad at me. What am I mad at? Just because I keep messing up. Look, everybody messes up. Even me. Afraid to admit it when I do. Just go to sleep. Frank Lee telling a muddy hand story. And the muddy hand scene. That was painful to read.
Yeah, I mean, you did. After
What?
you finished the muddy hand story, you carried on reading. The next fucking scene, yeah, just read the rest of the movie. Why not? It's the next thing we do, right?
Got a bit carried away.
But the little tidbit, the fucking, if you scroll down on the page, right, the name of the movie the Muddy Hand is from in universe is called Hello, You're Dead. Oh my god.
Do you want to finish your story, though?
My story?
Yeah.
What, the doctor one?
I got to
Yeah.
the. That was the end.
What?
That was the.
Oh,
That was
shit.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
was
was
a-
serious.
I'll get it eventually. I'll keep practicing until I
Yeah,
can
gi-
get
gi-
it perfect.
give it another
Yeah.
go.
Give it another go now.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm saving
give
it up. No, because that way
Next-
you're. Yeah. Someone
you mean?
else throw it at us.
Go on, Lance.
Huh?
Go on.
What?
Yeah.
I think they progressively got worse and worse.
I'm honestly, I'm pulling out the veto. I think I've got to go to bed now.
Yeah.
I am canal.
It's
that's it.
12:30. How have we been doing it for this long?
I don't really know. Should we just not edit it? Just fucking whip it.
Just
out?
fucking
Yeah, just whip
whip
it out.
all
Yeah.
1 hour, 20
Hardcore,
minutes.
Unedited footage.
All that racist bit in the middle where everyone was
Yeah.
trying to
That's
do
not
shit.
really- no,
Go.
Jesus Christ. Other races are out there that also get attacked on a daily basis, so it's alright. But yeah,
but yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, okay, whatever. There's some editing that's got to be done because what I'll do is when like people, like if I talk over someone or something, I can just cut myself out. You know, just take the dominant, like whatever.
I don't think you actually did that once though, so it's okay.
Oh, that's good. I felt like I was doing it loads. So I'd just sort of go, I'd start my sentence,
you
go,
should just be quiet.
and then I would just close my mouth again.
Oh.
Like, so it won't be noticeable on the video, just lots of little, you know when you try and interrupt and no one hears you?
Oh, you
Yeah.
did that once actually, and I gave you like, I think you did it to one of my ones. I gave you like like seconds to see if you wanted to continue, but then I just
when you
continued.
resumed, I was like, shit, was he pausing for me?
Right.
But yeah, I think that was pretty good.